Good morning, guys. I just want to make you know what I'm going to do because I say the same thing every time I go live. If you don't already know me, my name is Dr. Jody Dinnerman, and I am the founder and creator of All Things Soup School. I say that because we've got a lot of really cool new women in our group looking to learn good stuff about running a practice in an automated fashion. So today is our practice practicals call, and we're going to get into it. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the Facebook group in the comments, and I will do my very best to answer them. If you are watching this on YouTube, please follow us and hit the bell so that you get a little announcement every time we go live. So we're going to talk about discounting today, and I'm also going to go ahead and just drop my cell number here. In case you have any private one-on-one questions, you're always welcome to shoot me a text. And, you know, discounting is a loaded thing because there's legal stuff involved. And I'm going to tell you a personal story, and then I'll go into the challenges that come up. But it's tricky because of the legal stuff, because you don't want to downsell yourself. But you also want to make sure that your care is affordable for the people who need it most. And because most of us come from this heart place thing, right? I just reached out to the FCA. Good job to find out the legalities of offering discounts. And you know what? Robin Hale, if you go into our unit section, that's now the saved recordings and stuff. We did a webinar with Robin, and she talked all about it. So it can get really tricky because there's an emotional piece to it. We're so emotionally tied to money, right? A lot of us are. We're also so emotionally tied to energy. And we want to make sure that the energy that we're giving out is coming from a caring place, not coming across as stingy or selfish, like there's enough to go around. We definitely want to feel that. But we also want to be able to save for our kids' college funds. And it's like this fine, weird balance. And, I remember, and I told this story here before, I remember when I was new in practice, we used to have our box on the wall. I'm a straight chiropractor through and through, meaning that, you know, a big part of what I do is coming from the philosophy of chiropractic too. And I learned from the old timers to put a box on your wall and let them discover what your fee is based on what they feel the adjustment was worth. And it's like totally going universal trust all the way. And I did that for a few months when I first opened my practice over 20 years ago. And then something happened where I needed money, and I looked in my bank account and I had like $20, and I needed to get a tooth fix, and it was going to cost me over $1,000, and I was literally shitting. Like, I was freaking out. And I decided right there and then that I want to be in what feels to me. And guys, you got to figure this out for yourself. What feels to me like fair and equal exchange. It's really, really important. So I did some research on what are the usual and customary fees in my area for care that looks kind of like what I do. I'm very unique in my approach, so my fee is going to be a little bit different than the guy down the street. And I created my fee system, and I'd say once every 5 years or so, I'll raise my fees because my rent goes up, my utilities go up. Honestly, the quality of care goes up too, especially this last year. So it's really important that we have really healthy and clean boundaries around this stuff. And it's also important that we make sure that our care is reachable and realistic for people who really want it and can't necessarily afford it. Listen, there is nothing worse than a family of four coming in and the mom says with tears in her eyes and a lump in her throat and her kids are pulling all over her, I really want this for my family and we just simply can't afford it. You give them some kind of a discount on your care. You do it legally. You go through all of the hoops that you have to go through. And then they come back the next week and tell you that they just returned from a 5-star trip in Disney. It's happened, you guys. I'm not even kidding you. It's happened. So you need to make sure that you are clean with this. You need to make sure that if you have hardship agreements, if you are deciding to discount certain practice members, that they are renewed every year. You need to make sure that your agreements are reviewed by your attorney or your legal team or whoever it is that does that kind of stuff for you. This is the big girl stuff. This is the stuff that separates us from the other people around. We got to be really clean with our money. So, I have my retail fee, my retail service fee. This is the fee that I charge to insurance companies and people who decide to pay my retail fee for care per visit. And then I have what's called a discount club for my practice. These are the people who choose not to use their insurance in my office at all. I don't do much with insurance. My rule of thumb is if it's easy, I can work with it. Most of the time, it's not easy, especially these days. In order to do what I'm saying, in my part of the world, it's called two-tiered billing and it's not legal. But if they join a discount network, kind of like Delta Dental for dentist stuff, if they join a discount network called Chiro Health USA, then they can have our discounted fee, and you can do bookkeeping discounts on top of your discounted fee. So that's how we do it. I'm going to go through that one more time because I know that I just dropped a lot of details there. So we have our retail fee for care. Let's just use arbitrary numbers. These are not my real numbers. Let's say my retail fee per visit for a chiropractic adjustment is $500. Again, that's not my real fee. But there are plenty of people, my population in my practice, who say to me, I can't afford $500 a visit. I'm not using my insurance for your chiropractic care. Do you have anything that you can do for me to make care affordable if I'm paying you out of my pocket? And what I can say to them is if you join this discount club, I can give you my cash discount fee, which is, let's say that it's $100 a visit instead of $500 a visit, but they have to join the discount club, which is Chiro Health USA. The cool thing, the aha moment coming up, is that we're actually doing a webinar with Chiro Health next week. And I'm going to talk about all of this from a staffless practice perspective, how I use this in my office, how I do this and keep it automated and keep the admin piece very clean and very quick. And they're going to talk about what Chiro Health is all about and how it came to be. And I will definitely drop the link for that call in the comments section. So I'm just looking to see if there are any questions. Here's the deal, guys, okay? If you're a doctor or if you have a graduate degree, you went to school for a long time to be in fair exchange. You went to school to serve the world the craft and talent and love that you have in your heart, and you deserve to be in fair exchange. If you're not in fair exchange, it's going to come back to you tenfold. That's the truth of the matter. The other truth, and let's say that you have a certification. Let's say that you're a life coach and you went through a training program to become a life coach or a yoga teacher for a year or more. Still, such an investment of time, energy, and money, right? You deserve to be in fair exchange. Do not discount your care and make it cheap unless you do it for your whole practice. And I have a really hard time saying no to people. And what I've learned to do is I've learned to blame it on my systems. If you have clean office systems and clean office policies, when you're standing in front of somebody and the tears are in their eyes, right? You can say, listen, it's just the policy of my practice, or it's what the system of the practice is. Blame it on your system. But here's the deal. You have to have really clean and really clear office systems, practice systems. And this is all stuff that we go over in SEWP school. So that's the practice practical of this week. A couple of announcements. If you want to receive a free text every Monday morning giving you something really juicy and creative to do with marketing, just drop your cell number below. If you want to get a love letter from my heart to yours every week on Tuesday mornings, go ahead and drop your email below. If you want to come spend an hour with me to learn about how to take your phone and turn it into an automated machine without losing the personal touch that your clients have come to know, trust, and love, then I'm going to go ahead and drop our website here. And what you can do is you can go on stafflesspractice.com and go to free training, and that's where you can register for we offer a webinar like twice a month, sorry. The other thing I want to say is that SEWP School is currently closed for new students. We are at full capacity, which is a really great thing. With that being said, we are going to be launching sometime in late spring. We do have a wait list going right now. So if you want to be on our wait list, what is SEWP School? That's a great question. So Staffless Entrepreneurial Women in Practice, we give you all of the systems and procedures and trainings that you need to run your practice in a streamlined, automated way with joy at the base of all of it. I refer to it as a finishing school of sorts for women in practice looking to really rock their systems. So that's what SEWP School is. You can check out stafflesspractice.com for more. So I had hi, Joella. Joella, yes, I learned in the first couple of years that most of the people asking for discounts were just spending money on other things. You know, it's a value thing. Like, do they value your care enough? Some people, I have some practice members, Dr. Joella, that drive 2 hours to see me. And they would pay me $1,000 a visit if I told them that that was what my fee was, because they really value what I do with them. And then I have some people that are always looking for the next discount, and it doesn't feel good to me. It doesn't feel clean to me. And maybe when I was new in practice, it was okay, but not at this point. And listen, if you are new in practice, trust that I trust. If you don't trust yet that your care is that valuable, trust that I trust. Trust that I know. Know that I know for you. Do not make the mistakes that I made. Have fair exchange for your services. You've come too far to make yourself the Walmart of your craft. It's not necessary. So, I love, Dr. Schroeder, that you are looking into the legalities of what you are offering. I think that that's a really important thing to do. Again, it definitely separates the women in practice who are really running things in a professional way from the haphazard practices. So good on you. If there are any other questions, go ahead and post them here. Otherwise, I will see you in the Facebook group. I hope you guys are enjoying this group. We are certainly putting a ton of love into it. A lot of it is coming from a place of service. I really want to be able to give women in practice the tools they need to really rock their world. And I will do it until the cows come home. The cows have not come home here in New Jersey. So with that being said, I'm signing off. I hopefully will see you in our webinar this Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Again, go to stafflesspractice.com to register under the free training tab, and drop your phone number if you want weekly marketing texts, and drop your email if you want a weekly love letter from me. Loving you guys from here. I hope you have a great day.